Good afternoon. Welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E199 and 1960D large date Detroit branch of the Federal Reserve of Chicago roll. How's everybody doing today? I see we've got Otis and we've got Dan here. Sorry about the delay in getting this roll done. Hey, Frostbite. My wife put me to work working on the fence and starting to fix some more hurricane damage. She's worried that when she retires, she won't be able to afford it, so she wants to get it done before she retires. Says, well, it's just like money in the bank. But anyways, we've got a few people here. Hey, Paul. And we will draw a chip. There it is, chip number 20. Hey, Richard, how are you? So we will open this roll and get things rolling. Hope everybody had a great New Year. My New Year was filled with work. All right, let's get this roll going. Coin 1 is for Sireg. That's good to hear, Dan. Yeah, I actually went on Frosty's stream for a while. I can't believe I was actually up at midnight. I had fallen asleep and somebody lit some fireworks off or something. And I woke up and saw the stream. I started watching it. And all of a sudden, I decided to join in. It was fun. Hey, Dennis, how are you today? Let me look at this one. Looking a little strange. All right, it was hit on the U. Coin number 3 goes to T-Rep. Get to go to the fun show tomorrow, meet up with Chuck and Mickey and a few other people. I think we're supposed to meet up with Kelly Ray over the next week, and I believe Chuck and Mickey are going to stop and see Parvis. I'm imagining we'll meet up with Sissy and probably a few other people. Hey, Doug, how are you? Happy New Year. Is there a reveal tonight? No reveal show tonight because we will be gone all week. I will at least be selling reveals next Monday. I'm not sure if Chuck is because he still owes you reveals. And I'm not sure if when he's doing those next week or if he's doing those while he's here. I'm still not sure about that, what's going on there yet. All I know is I hope to have my fence totally done by the end of the week. Being that I'm repairing it, it's taken longer than if I was just to rebuild it, but I'm saving about $3,000 in materials by reusing what was already up, that what I could use anyways. I did do about 40 feet that I had to buy all the stuff for. Boy, it seems like the mail, I don't know if it's just my imagination, it just, or at least around me, the Postal Service and all the other services were pretty much awful. And I understand. I mean, I'm sure it all has to do with they don't have enough money to pay their help, and so they're trying to get more work out of the help they got. Yeah, yeah. It's gotten better since Christmas. Uh, but God, it was, I mean, it was awful. I lost 2 packages, and I've lost 3 since I've lived here. And I lost 2 of them over this Christmas. Well, I should say they're still lost. They haven't been delivered yet. All right, seems to be normal here. I do look at these coins again. I probably will do it right after the show, so I can put these in a box so they're safe, so I can put them away while we're gone. Everybody should have their packages by now. If not, I would imagine today. So far, nothing in this roll. And it's been like 3 different die pairs. This is actually a different die pair than I've seen. But I am kind of excited about going to the show and seeing what's there. It looks like they've increased the volume of dealers there by at least 20% from the last couple years. Last year was better than the year before, but the year before they actually had it in a small room, which is where they have the summer fun. Last year they did have it in the big room. That's different. That's neat little, it's like a die dent. Good to hear, Doug. Good to hear. Die pair and die produces. Wow. Now I'm never going to be able to unthink that. Any goodies? No goodies. Not yet, anyways. Not yet. Coins are pretty nice. I've got to start getting reveals, but that 43p roll will be in the next batch of reveals I sell. That'll be a little different. I'm probably going to limit at least that first 2, and then I'm going to take a couple spots for myself, because that's been the whole hindrance about me even opening it, is my fear of missing out. But I have a lot of interest in it. I've been getting emails about it. A lot of people want to know. There's one. There's a goodie. Let's see what we got here. That's like, why do I keep thinking 15 or something like that, in the teens? Could be wrong though, but that's a nice one there. That's not in the first 20. There it is, right there is number 21. Let's see what we got here. Mid-die. This is between what we have listed. It's pretty close to this one. Let's see. Yeah, there's that. There's that. Little die crack. Yes, there it is, right above the reflection. We'll turn it over. Slightly different. Well, definitely different. Let's see what the early die state has. All right, it has the worn die scratch on the C. Let's see if mid die state has that. Does not. So it looks to be in between the two we have listed. So Doug gets the first variety of the roll, 1mm21. Let me put it. Oh, 1mm20. I heard a 20 in. M021. Put that right there. And get back at it. All right, that is got interrupted by a little dog walking through the door. Normal coin. Oh, that I like it too. That's awesome. Coin 14 goes to Sissy. Seen this die a few times. Coin 15 for Ant. And it looks to be normal for Ant. Anybody who spend all weekend watching football? Boy, it was a rough time in our house. My wife's an Alabama fan. I'm forced to be an Alabama fan, but I'm from Michigan, so I'm always a Michigan fan. And I had to bite my tongue through the whole day. Now I guess it's Michigan and Washington in the national championship game, and Washington's pretty tough. There we go. There's another one. RPM number 2. That one I do got memorized. I believe it's number 2. Now I'm second guessing myself. It is number 2. Let's see what we got here. Looks to be later die state. See what we have for markers. Looks like reverse markers. There's the die gouge. There is the die breaks. There's a little bit of the second die gouge. But that is a nice one, Dan. RPM number 2. Looks to be a little later die state. I think we just found a 2 that was in early die state, if I'm not mistaken. Next coin is for Wanda. All right, on to the next for Paul Hampton. And Paul gets a normal coin. Coin number 20 goes to Farm Dog. One I don't recognize. Lots of die scratches and lots of... Looks like it's been held pretty good. So this was probably scooped up with somebody's sweaty hands. Ooh, nice little die break around the right cornice. Congratulations. Thank you. He gets the $5 giveaway. That's coin number 20. E199. Got that up. And that can go in the pile. Coin 21 goes to Sarag. And a normal coin for Sarag. So 2 RPMs so far, 2 different RPMs, but at least they're 2 good ones. This looks like that same die that I just got for Farm Dog. Anybody make any New Year's resolutions? I'm not a big New Year's resolution person, so I really didn't. There's another one. I'm still working on the ones that from when I'm like 10 years old. Even though I don't make resolutions, I do usually try to eat healthier and stuff like that, and I don't know why. There's an RPM number 2 for Roger. It's just something that I think is natural. You get a new year as like a new start, so you try to do a little bit more. That was one of my reasonings behind getting my fence rebuilt. I just started a couple days early. It was like, well, it's New Year's, and I know we haven't got the money from the insurance yet, but I'm just going to start doing it because it's got to be done anyways. Coin 26 is for Otis. There is a little split serif RPM. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. I will go to the back of the pile for sure. All right, let's start. Let's get this a little bigger. That's what. No way. What would be the chance of that? Well, pretty good chance. First die I look at is it 1mm251. So let's just do markers now. There's that. Let's look at some reverse markers. A little different dye state, but there's the abrasion. The marker under America is not there. Oh, these might be there though. Nope, so this is slightly different dye state. Let's see about this one. Well, these are different too. So let me look at everything is there. Let me see, right here was one that I didn't check. It's there. All right, so this is 1mm251. For Otis. Next coin is coin 27, and that is for Jordan. Hey Joe, how you doing today? Welcome to the show. Hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit of material at the fun show, but it's usually not a real good place to buy rolls for some reason. I don't think the dealers like traveling cross country with 80 pounds of pennies in their van. Coin 29 goes to Frostbite. And a normal one for Frostbite. I know Joe probably watched football all weekend. So you gonna cut your beard off, Joe? It is 2024. Year of the haircut. This is another 1mm251. So we will put that in that pile. So Doug, I think that's your second one, and you've gotten 2 different RPMs. Coin 31 goes to Mickey. If you haven't already done it, smash that like button for me. It does help. It actually helps us get more views by putting us into the search algorithm. Leave it to St. Jude. Coin 32 for Sissy. Different die pair. Got a die clash along the 1. Lots of south-southwest die scratches. Hey, Crispy. How are you today? Late die state coin. There will not be a reveal show tonight or an auction tonight. At least I don't think. He hasn't said anything to me about it. And I do believe I will be having a reveal show on the 9th or the 8th. I got to see what we're doing first. We come back here, I guess, on Saturday. And they're going to stay for a few days. So I guess it depends what we get our noses into. But I will give everybody as much notice as possible. There is a 1mm 251 for Mark Thomas. Coin 35 for Dan. And that's a different one. Let's see what we can find on this one. I think I recognize this as being a listed die. Could swear it is. Well, not so far. Oh, yeah, no. That is different from that one. Wow. That's close, too. Let's try the late die state. Still there, so we'll look at another one. Not that. So far, I got nothing. Not that one. So it looks like this one is going to get a little more attention. Got a couple more pages to scroll through here real quick. Well, I have one that it could be. But if it is, it's going to be a whole different die. It's going to take a little bit more research than just me looking, I think. We will check some reverse markers. Let's look here. Liberty, nothing. Look on the reverse, see if there's something on the reverse we can relate to it. Nothing I can definitely link this to, but I do believe it's a die state of 1mm159. So I will put a note on this to start looking there. And next up, there was one that was almost like it, but it was in a little bit of position, a little different position. But it wasn't the one I expected it to be. There was one that it just popped right into my head. I know that one's there. Lower that down a little bit. Do it. That is die scratches. Boy, 59p is a roll that you search and you usually don't find anything, but boy, when you find something, there's two really nice double die obverses for 59p. It depends on the cameras that you buy, Dan. This is a trinocular am scope, and I bought a 18 megapixel camera for it. And I like the camera, but I don't think you definitely need an 18 megapixel. The one thing I can say about it is it says it's full motion video in high def. That is not true. You have to pay another $1,000 to get one that, unless you have a computer that's basically a supercomputer, it will cause faults in the video and just crash the whole program. So like this, when I do video on it, I have to run it at like 3 or 4 megapixel. Actually, it might be 6 megapixels. It's the second. I think they do. I just look. Let's see. But they do have one that's like a 22. That's full motion video, and it's like way higher than everybody else. Let's see. Am scope. And M-scope USB. There's another thing too. When you do use the USB 3.0 in the high motion video. All right, which one do I have? I have MU1803. They have that one still, and it is $382. But the new one that replaces it is called a MU1803 HS, which is high speed. And they don't say that it has a real-time live video. Like mine says it's real-time live video. It is if your computer can handle the amount of data that it pumps through the cable. And mine can't. Chuck's couldn't either. But they do have them. And then there's even more powerful ones now. You know, I got a scope mount for mine, and it didn't work real well. And I think it's as a matter of fact, I'm sure it's user error. It's not Eric error. Or I mean, it's not the camera's error. It's Eric error. And I might play with that again, just to see if I can get better pictures. But this one actually is higher resolution, and it is digital also. I think you know what? My Canon might be 18 or 19 megapixel. I'm not sure. It's only about 3 or 4 years old. Coin 43 for Parvis. Same die with the dent between there. Seen that about 4 times in this roll. We might try and go live a couple times from the fun show or around the fun show. We'll try to see what happens. Well, I know like the one that I had for my Bausch and Lomb scope that ended up getting flooded in Michigan. That one was like a lens adapter that you could actually focus through your lens and everything, which was really cool. But like the one that I got for my Canon now, it basically mounts where the lens mounts and then goes on. So you use the optics in the microscope to focus. But you've got to get that tube and the trinocular just right, or it's really tough to get it reasonably focused. At least for me it was. I might try doing it on the actual binocular tube. That might make using that camera a little easier too. Coin 46 goes to Joe. But I do like the camera overall. I've been very satisfied with it, and I have had it for almost, it'll be like 3 years in May now. So I can't complain. That's because of if you're using a Trinoc Crispy, that is because the tube for the trinocular is not in focus. See, with my little camera from Amscope, it's real easy because it's got like a little, you know, I probably could use that. Well, it's all the way up or all the way down. So it must be made to use with it all the way at a 0 setting. where my camera mount is definitely not. It sits in there a lot different than this one does. And then, of course, everything is shaking while you're trying to focus it. It was tough. Coin 48. That's the ender. Is 1mm 251. I've seen people get great pictures with digital cameras, Dan. All the pictures I put on the website are taken through this camera right here. And this is one of the other RPMs that I didn't identify yet. Where did I put that one? Start with... It's right there. So Mark gets one of the second RPMs. Ooh, is it bank wrap, Frosty? And the last and final coin for the roll is a normal coin. Are you going to do it online, or are you going to do it and then do a recap on it? Anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining me. It's been a pleasure. If you're at the fun show, send Chuck a message on Facebook, or you can send me a message. It doesn't matter either way. Let us know where you'll be there or when you'll be there, and we'll try to get together. I have the MU 1803. Sir Stacks-a-Lot, you send your YouTube name, your PayPal email address, and your real name to coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. And my email, Adam, is eric@coppercoins.com. Here, I'll put it in chat too. And then we have you got Chuck, that's Chuck's email address. But anyways, I want to thank everybody again. Like I say, this stuff makes my day doing this. And I will see you. You had a delay resolved. All right. I will see you probably next Monday, or I'll probably see you for some sort of broadcast before then. But I will see you for a reveal show soon. And I'll keep you guys all updated. I'll send an email, or I'll go online, or we'll say something online, one of the things. Something like that. But anyways, you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you soon. Have a great week. Bye.